Everywhere we see the Holy Spirit go in the Bible, we never see him being careless about disobedience and sin. So when we talk about we have the Holy Spirit, does it make any sense at all to say that the things that we do, the things that we allow in our hearts, does that really sound like the Holy Spirit is working? If we were to examine ourselves and say that, hey, my next sermon I'm going to be giving in front of all my friends and family and all my friends and family on the internet, whatever, I'm going to give them a sermon about the real me. It's going to be called my Internet History by Pastor so-and-so. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to see my internet history. And it's not like you can just show me the week that you did that you want to. You show me the week when you don't even think about it. Say, okay, hi, Graham, can I have your phone? Thank you. And then you go over to your phone and then you go in there and look at it. You're the pastor. This is what you looked up this week. Here's your search history. Here's your viewing history. Does that look like the Holy Spirit? Really good way to gauge yourself. Really good way to gauge yourself. There's lots of different ways to gauge yourself. It's basically like, how do you talk to others? How do you judge others? And that's how you ought to be judging yourself, if not more to yourself. I think it's almost hypocritical in a sense to judge other people more than you, when it should be the other way around. You should be judging yourself more than other people, since you know, in fact, that you're the one who can change yourself. You can't change anybody but you. And so I think it is extremely demonic when the primary changes you'd like to see are not in your life but others. That is like the most greatest attack of the devil in the church by far, is for people to demand change in everyone but themselves. I demand that you live pure in your way, but don't bother me about mine. And if everybody does that, we're going to get nothing done. Because the only one who's going to change you is you. God can try. He can speak to you, but people can strive against his will. People have a free will to do whatever they want to. God can cause people to go a certain way when he knows that they need a little boost, but he's never going to go against your will. He can kind of help you off the track, he can help you on the track, and he does both. He helps open your eyes sometimes when it's right for you to do so, and he can help blind your eyes when it's come to those times. But the Holy Spirit, what we see in the Bible, is it really fair to say that that same Holy Spirit is what's telling me what to do, while many times the Christians will more be willing to point at others than themselves? That's not how it really is done. If we have the Holy Spirit, we'd be judging ourselves first, and by the victories that we finally get in our life over places of self in our life, this is where we're going to see the changes and learn the hard way, the long, hard road of pulling the beams out of your own eye. Things that you saw the Lord dealing with you, and you realize that these are things that must budge. I must budge on these things in my heart before the Lord. And when you really do actually get it done, you are so selfless that coming against someone else is not really the way it's going to be. And if you decide to go and help someone with their hang-ups, you're going to understand how hard it is to do it, and how embarrassing and how uncomfortable and how whatever, and how dismantling of your life it can be. The hard road of true confession, on and on and on. It's dealing with issues in your life is extremely difficult. Changing your life is exceedingly difficult to do for many, many reasons. Many reasons. And so if you will not really deal with your life, you want to allow the Spirit of God to really deal with your life, then what in the world are you kind of a person to be so ready to help everybody else with their problems?